Star newspaper, Sunday, May 14 to 20, 1989. Ideas for an ideal city. A new and exciting moment has taken root in this slow-changing metropolis ExNoRa International. This is not an cultural organization, nor it is an political one. Certainly, however, it is an association for ideas and suggestions, which are excellent, novel, and radical. By piecing the first two letters of the three expressions was ExNoRa born. The brainchild of MB Nirmal, the enterprising senior manager of the Indian Overseas Bank, ExNoRa was conceived as a result of request from the public to adopt civic changes in the city on the line of some of the developed nations. With the international secretariats in Madras and Nirmal as its president, ExNoRa as a dynamic group of non-resident Indians, former NRIs, Indian citizens who have travelled abroad at least once, and those with a deep sense of civic consequences, and its members. Say Nirmal, the main aim of ExNoRa is to develop a team culture and work as teammates to help India emerge as a progressive country in every sphere. The association will have chapters in all our cities and in several overseas countries. A chapter requires at least 50 members to get cracking. The ideas emerging at brainstorming sessions to be held every fortnight will be conveyed to the department heads of the respective governments for scrutiny. According to Nirmal, the responsibility should be shared equally by the public as well as the authorities. We can help in so many little ways, like maintaining clean garbage disposal bins in every locality rather than depend on the corporation for it. But the ExNoRa's operations are also directed towards generating the active cooperations of the civic authorities. Each ExNoRa chapter's fortnightly sessions will aim at developing civic consequences in its own area. Besides, the chapter will adopt a public service project. In Madras itself, 4 chapters, T Nagar, Anna Nagar, Adayar and Central Club, have already been formed. The T Nagar chapter will be taken up by Animal Welfare. Shankar Das, who has a doctorate from an American university, will head it. With R. Ram at the helm, the Anna Nagar chapter will concentrate on developing leadership qualities in students. Punidashri Mahesh, who is in charge of the Adayar chapter, will direct community service operations. Within months of it being born, ExNoRa has generated much interest. Nirmal has received response from Salem and Coimbatore, and even from across own shores. For instance, Dubai requests have come from forming chapters. ExNoRa chapters will also promote junior ExNoRa clubs in schools and youth ExNoRa clubs in college in their respective areas. The collective suggestions of the various chapters will be brought out in the bulletin form called Think. A periodical ideas in also planned. The first batch of ideas from Metropolitan Madras has already come in. One of those concerned the cleaning up of every pilling garbage of Kodaval Chavadi. The corporation lorries were finding it difficult to clear the garbage because of the traffic congestion created by vegetable-laden lorries entering the bazaar. When the corporation authorities tried to clear the garbage by barring the lorries from entering the market, it resulted in a strike by lorry drivers and stinking fifth in Kodaval Chavadi. ExNoRa has come up with the most practical suggestions. The corporation lorries need not go inside the bazaar. Inside the vegetable lorries on their ways out of the market can pick up the garbage with the corporations of the various vegetable vendors. Whether the drivers will agree to pick up the garbage in the same lorries in which they carry vegetables remains to be seen. Another proposal related to the issue of identity cards for the slum dwellers. In order to restrict the arbitrary expansion of slum dwellers, can be issued with ID cards so that anyone without these cards can be clearly identified after the deadline, and their settlement can be checked and non-card holders evicted successfully. One suggestion sure to thrill housewives is for arranging gas filling stations similarly to petrol bunks in addition to the existing system of delivering gas cylinders at one's doorstep. Trucks carrying liquid petroleum gas fill the cylinders brought by the customers in various urban areas. Metropolitan cities like Madras should be provided with adequate land about 10 km from the city limits, a marked exclusive for sports activities, suggests ExNoRa. A group of coaches for each sport disciplines may be employed through sponsorship from private companies. A cheap mode of transport can be arranged especially for children and youth to visit the sports village. A novel scheme to rehabilitate cattle owners and to clear the knife kin of the city roads devised by ExNoRa is to set up a milk colony and allotting small tenements with cowsheds for cattle owners. The colony could have schools and shopping complexes. Even could arrange to buy milk from them. A number of people have been victims of the callousness of auto rickshaw drivers, especially during emergencies when they need urgent medical attention. Introduction of three-wheelers ambulance or suggested by ExNoRa will definitely decrease dependence on auto rickshaws. Proposal to overcome pollution menace, the Kuvam problem, slum clearance, mobile court for civic offences, reckless felling of trees, quick and painless methods of animal slaughter and dealing with other civic problems have been listed for official consideration. The success of ExNoRa's effort depends not only on its member and the government authorities, but also on the active public corporations. Anyone can be a member of ExNoRa. Instead of seeking membership fee, it merely exhorts its member to give ideas and suggestions, say Nirmal. ExNoRa hopes to transfer time-tested as well as new foreign technological system. Ironically, the members of ExNoRa will be called Bharat.